Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler, and this More League Boys basketball highlight is brought to you by the fine folks down at Naples Rib Company. All of our coverage of Lakewood is sponsored by JP Crawford, and all of our Jordan coverage is sponsored by John Ross. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. And the More League Championship this year looks like it's running through North Long Beach. We're back in J-Town as the Panthers are hosting Lakewood, trying to remain undefeated in the More League. And the Lancers coming in without senior point guard Chris Willis, unable to go in this one. Got to rely on others like Mason Pacheco. Meanwhile, Jordan, a veteran backcourt, Frankie Chambers, Dennis Redmond among the playmakers. And like I said, no one's beaten J-Town in league this year. Can the Lancers do it? Pacheco gets Lakewood off to a good start. But the first quarter did belong to J-Town. Kane Young drops the nice dime to Davion Chisholm inside. Then check out the degree of difficulty on that bucket by Young. That's wild, as the Northside crowd definitely loves it. They were involved in this game. Then Young again with the floater, continuing his big night. Then it's Franklin Chambers, who's going to drain a corner tray. Then off a tough drive, going to put in two more as the Panthers were rolling early. They take an 18-9 lead after the first 8 minutes. Buckets were tougher to come by in the second, but sophomore Anthony Williams able to go down and score inside for Lakewood. Then Dennis Redmond came alive in that second quarter. Whew, that is tough on the fadeaway. Then here, off the bounce, the free throw line pull-up is wet. Yeah, he was definitely in his bag in the second. Alex Obi on the other side, the bucket for Lakewood as the Lancers were hanging close. Defense started to rule there. Obi gets the swat defensively. But with that crowd, Lakewood must have felt like there were 6 defenders on some of those possessions. You can see just how involved that student section was. And a gritty defensive slugfest. Usually you'd say advantage Jordan, as Young going to pick up the scramble points right there to ensure that J-Town has a 30-22 lead at the break. Pretty low scoring overall for sure. But Makari Morris and the Lancers come storming out of the locker room. Pacheco with a nice spin. He's going to finish there to make it a one-possession game. And with Jordan struggling to score, Pacheco hitting shots like that, trying to win a game of horse out there. This huge three by Williams is going to cut Lakewood deficit to 1. He had 19 points for the Lancers, and they would head into the fourth quarter up 40-39. That was an 18-9 quarter for Lakewood. And that offense continued to look good into the fourth. Pacheco for 2 more as the crowd's feeling it. Then Alex Obi with a putback bucket down low. But this corner 3 by Chisholm is going to give Jordan a 1-point lead with 6 minutes left. Not the biggest shot hit in that corner. Call that foreshadowing. But back comes Lakewood. Williams and Morris both going to score here as the Lancers would lead by as many as 6 in that fourth quarter. Nervous moments down the stretch for Jordan. Down 4 with 2 minutes to play. Kane gonna bury the 3 and the foul. A massive bucket. He would tie the game up with the free throw. So a 4-point play when you're down 4, and that will tie us with 2 minutes to go. But Lakewood would answer. Morris to Obi and 1. You can see he's fired up about that bucket as we just keep going back and forth. Lancers faithful get a chance to celebrate. Obi's free throw going to make it a 3-point Lakewood lead with 1:47 left on the fourth quarter clock. Back down the other way, Dennis Redmond going to get the ball back, shooting it for the tie, and the bank is open. Home crowd feeling that. Huge shot. Now after an empty Lakewood possession, Redmond fires again. He's fouled. So that's going to send the senior to the line with big free throws with a minute left. He's going to hit 2 of 3, making it 63-61 Jordan with a minute to go. Yeah, North Side showed out for sure. Love to see the atmosphere in the gym for this one. Chambers then gets a steal. Chance to make it a 4-point game here, but he can't convert the up and under. Now, back comes Lakewood. You see the clock ticking just over 30 seconds. Eventually, it's going to get kicked out to Pacheco. He would drive in, and the foul. Huge bucket for Mason Pacheco. You can see he is fired up. Looked like Jordan had a chance to almost put the game away, but instead, Lakewood coming down, they have a chance at the lead, and there it is with the free throw. 64-63 with 28.8 to go. After a Lancers stop, Morris hits 2 more free throws to make it a 3-point Lakewood lead with just over 10 seconds left. Jordan got to draw something up for a 3 ball, and here they come. Chambers goes to the corner, and Jay Mari is Jay Money as he buries it with time expiring. You can see the crowd going absolutely bonkers in the background. A sophomore, maybe the shot of his life. Admittedly, that's not your top option when you've got 4 other seniors out there, but what a special moment for a 10th grader sending us to overtime. And with that much momentum in the gym, there's no surprise with how OT started. Chambers gonna kick it out, get the ball back, and he goes MC Hammer on the drive. Pumps and a bump as Jordan immediately takes a 3-point lead in the extra session. Then Young drive and a nice find to Dennis Redmond for the easy deuce down low. Jordan just looked like they had an extra gear in overtime. Young with the steal and the lay. He had 26 for the Panthers, 14 points coming in the fourth quarter and overtime. Jay Mari with an easy 2 off the steal, and it is time to bounce in J-Town. The Panthers win it going away in overtime. What an amazing atmosphere, a terrific win for the still first place and unbeaten in Moore League Jordan Panthers as they win 82-72 in overtime. And honestly, what can you say? Only one word to describe a night like this. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up as this wild ride continues for the Jordan Panthers in this Moore League season, still alone at the top with a 2-game lead. And if you want to keep up with Moore League hoops and all other Long Beach sports, you got to stay locked right here at the562.org.